today we're really excited to show you how to do board and batten tutorial. Now, Peter and I have been excited to do this in our house for a while, and we thought that we would walk you guys through the process that we are going to do. Now, this is my friend Karina, and she is with Casa Designs, and I had her come over to talk to me about heights and things like that for the board and batten, because I'm not so great at things like that when I have a whole room to take over. And so she's going to give us some tips on heights for your board and batten and other little design things.
Because my ceilings are so tall, Karina suggested that we do the board and batten at 5.5 feet. Now, how high you do yours will depend on how high your ceilings are and how high you want your gaze to be. We used 1/4 inch by 4-inch MDF boards, and that way they could butt right up to our baseboards without having to taper them off. Now, depending on what you have access to for a saw, you can use a table saw, a miter saw, or a circular saw. If you use a circular saw, you'll want to use a square so that your angles are straight. Now, if you don't have access to a saw, most places that you get wood at will offer 1 free cut per board. So if you get all of your calculations and measuring done beforehand, you can just have them cut it there and then bring everything home and place it up on your walls. Start with 1 vertical board and you will nail it to the wall. Now, we have rounded corners, so you can see that we went in about 1/4 to 1/2 inch. Then you will make a mark from the top of the board down to where you want your horizontal board to line up. You'll make a mark, and then you'll put 1 nail in one side and leave the other side free so that you can line it up with your other vertical board. You'll take your other vertical board and put 1 nail in at the top just to secure it, and then line up your horizontal board with that mark that you've made. You'll secure that horizontal board, and then you'll go down to the bottom and measure the distance between the 2 vertical boards to make sure that they're the same. Then you can go ahead and secure that other vertical board with your finished nails. Once you have several boards in place, you can install your upper rail. Now, you'll start from one end and line it up with the tops of your vertical boards and secure it with your finished nails, going from one end down to the next, making sure that there are minimal gaps as you go. From there, we decided to work from the finishing edge back into the wall to make sure that both corners of the walls would have a finishing board on each. In this space, we worked with what we had. Because we wanted each corner to have a vertical board on it, we slightly increased the distance between those boards, and that way it looks finished. Using a tiny dab of painter's putty on your finger, rub over the finished nail holes and then rub off any excess, making sure that it's smooth. Use spackle to smooth over any of the cracks on the surface. Then once it's dry, go ahead and sand it all down. Then you get to do the finishing touches, which is painting. We used a foam roller on ours because we don't have much texture on our walls.
Hope you enjoyed the board and batten tutorial brought to you by Karina Arshad at Kaza Designs. If you're interested in having Karina come to your home and give you what she calls a walk and talk consultation, then we're going to link her information in our description box. She's also on Facebook, she's on Instagram, and she does a fantastic job, and we want to thank her for giving a little bit of her time to us here at The Layered Life. Now, if you haven't subscribed to The Layered Life, please do so. You'll never miss a beat with us if you're subscribing to our channel. We're also on Facebook, we're also on Instagram. So subscribe, pin, share, and we hope that this tutorial helps you. See you later. I forgot to mention, Karina is offering a discount to our Layered Life viewers. So if you're interested in a walk and talk consultation at a discount, get a hold of her and mention The Layered Life and she'll hook you up.